Alright guys, Gemini back with another video, and rumors are flying about WrestleMania 33 being in Minnesota, at the Vikings' new stadium. I already heard that a worker unfortunately died while he was helping build WrestleMania 33's new stadium, the new Vikings stadium, which is really sad that, one of the guys who was putting that stadium together unfortunately died while he was just doing his job. So that's really sad. But, condolences to his family and all that. But WrestleMania 33 in Minnesota, wow. I mean, I think this shit's going to happen. I've thought that this is going to happen for a while, and I'm so happy about it. I am. I can't tell you guys the respect that I have for that region of our country and the wrestling fans up there. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. The heritage of professional wrestling comes from Minnesota. This is where it all began, was up in Minnesota with the AWA. I mean, you had Mushnick in St. Louis, and you had, Don Owens, you had promoters all over the country, and Vince McMahon Sr. in New York. But to me, the mecca of professional wrestling is Minnesota, and I couldn't think of a better way to pay respects for all the legends that have come out of Minnesota, the great state of Minnesota, than to put a WrestleMania there in the Vikings' new glass stadium. It's going to be a big deal. 33 is going to be, as soon as they haven't said it yet, but it's going to happen. As soon as they said 33 in Minnesota, I went, whoa, now this is cool. Minnesota is a place that I've always wanted to visit. I can't help but think about the AWA in Minnesota. And I hope when you guys, you hardcore fans, are up there for 33, I hope you go do some exploring and travel around and go see where some AWA shows used to be. I think that would be a badass thing to do. I know a lot of guys are going to Dallas next year for 32, and they're going to be looking around for some of the wrestling history that happened in Dallas, with the Sportatorium and stuff. I know a group of guys that's going to go find exactly where the Sportatorium was. I don't think I'll be in Dallas because of financial reasons, but you do the same thing when you're up in Minnesota. You can go see where the AWA used to put their shows on. I mean, the birthplace of Hulkamania, Ric Flair training in a barn, Minnesota in the cold with Vern Gagne. I mean, Minnesota is the mecca of professional wrestling. I mean, can you imagine the reception that Brock Lesnar is going to get? Yeah, obviously, you have no choice but to put Lesnar in the main event in the Vikings' new glass stadium in Minnesota and have him win the world title. It's pretty much done. Lesnar will get a reception in Minnesota at WrestleMania like never before. And maybe they put him in the Hall of Fame up in Minnesota. I mean, Brock Lesnar's without question a Hall of Famer, so maybe they put him in the Hall of Fame and then he wins a world title the next day. I don't know. I'm just kicking around ideas. I'm excited. I love the people up in Minnesota. I fucking want to visit there like you wouldn't believe. I'm so happy for you guys up in Minnesota. I watched a lot of baseball and I watched a lot of sports from up there. I've never been there, but I used to watch the Twins when they were winning world championships in '87 and '91. I've watched a million 49er and Viking games in the Metrodome, which is no longer around. But yeah, this is huge. I couldn't be more excited about 33 being in Minnesota. So AWA country, baby. It's pretty epic. Gemini, thank you for watching.